It's the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you into Paycor Stadium on the riverfront here in Cincinnati. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fighting through at the 25, and he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here we go. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Gun.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now it's Burrow. That's caught. Andre Yoshibas. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This is 2nd and 8.
11. 11, mighty. 11.
Burrow looking to pass. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's...
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This is fielded at the 27. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people.
Touchdown, Bengals! Jamar Chase halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
the Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
First down, here's Mitchell. We'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Oh, the option right is Jackson. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air. I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice, because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually tip it up, then that's an error on your part, because now you've given hope to the offense, maybe help create a big play for them, instead of going up and either intercepting it or knocking it down. I ran many a stadium step for my errors.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Gun.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
11.
Burrow will throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Let's get set. Twelve. 11, Thomas.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills. What you did in college often makes you ready for the NFL.
Burrow on play action. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Trenton Simpson now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
On 2, ready?
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On 1, ready? 12.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Here we go.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Here we go.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here we go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Burrow. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. McPherson's kick is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on first down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 69 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should. Touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
11, Thomas. 11.
On second down, Burrow. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. McPherson now for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted.
McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now it's Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
First down, Ravens.
From the gun. And a loose football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Play action. It's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It was Miles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They're going to look to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Jackson on 1st down. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal.
Ravens 17. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Looking deep here for Chase. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 3rd and 8. Now Jackson shoves him away. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 43. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Jackson. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 16. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Running left, here's Mitchell. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here we go, here we
So
go.
from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This one complete to Yoshibas. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Burrow. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Burrow will throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
McPherson's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to keep the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take, catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
And he will have a Ravens first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's caught. It's Flowers. Sheds off the tackle. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 66 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
Ravens 31, Bengals 23. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kid who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets the... yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in. really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that if they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football, offense, defense. But today, it's all offense for them.
Yeah, they've been playing with a sense of urgency. It's probably going to need to continue. Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Once again, it's Mitchell. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28. 23 yards the pickup there.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground and get...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Bengals. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Escapes the defender. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They get the crucial turnover just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you, now you take care of us.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack didn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw now in his own end zone. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 134 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run fist in second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a first down.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Play action. Now Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's good for 28 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score and this game's over.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, he does have one touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal, but you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Mitchell will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here we go.
Here's 1st and 10. Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Gun.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Yoshibas. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
Here we go. 11 MT.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Baltimore, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Miami next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.